man. All right, how to get disgustingly rich legally, cheating the credit system.
Anybody in a Hellcat in 6 months. That's believable. It put me in a fucking Porsche. But credit can also put anybody, even if you're homeless right now, in a Lambo and a condo. But before we go there, I'm gonna explain why you can get 40 bands in credit, why you don't have to pay it back if you're mean enough to not want to. I'm gonna explain to you why you're stupid if you ever did business with a bank, because there's something way better than a bank. And then I'm gonna say some crazy, some so wild I haven't even done it myself. I just might though. Let's go. Let's start at the bottom.
Okay.
Your first 40,000. Before I show you why you can get 40,000, why do you even want 40 bands? What are you gonna do with it? You can be an idiot off on Balenci. You can get a Hellcat with it, stupid, also ugly, but you could also turn that Hellcat into a business by putting it on Turo, which fully insures your car in case of a crash and will pay you double your car payment for renting it half a month, or into a fail-proof business like box truck. Put it behind whatever business you're building. What business wouldn't do better with an extra 40,000? Or you could just keep that 40,000, know you have access to it. Worst case scenario, you or a loved one get cancer, you know you have 40 bands to drop on a best doctor for the best treatment. Imagine seeing your loved one dead in a casket knowing that they'd still be here if you had a better credit score. Evil, but it's true. If you're in the hospital dying and you can't pay, you're gonna will your out and dump you on the curb, and your last thoughts on earth are gonna be
so these are the methods Quan be exploiting.
That's why if you text me, I'll remove anyone's medical debts for free. So now you know why you absolutely must have the 40. How are you able to get it? We grow up thinking money is hard to get, so it sounds kind of unbelievable to have a free 40,000 handed to you. Well, most banks actually won't do this. Stingy and will only give you a $1,000 to $5,000 credit card. But I don't with banks. Instead, slide over to the credit union. These things banks are only gonna give you a $1,000 to $5,000 card unless you make like $200 a year. But the credit union's gonna put them racks on you like you a stripper. They'll give you 20 bands on your first card if you play your cards right. Banks are like fast food. Credit unions are like your personal chef. Banks have shareholders. Their whole goal is to make profit, not to be nice to their customers. Credit unions are literally owned by the members. What that means is they only exist to look out for you. They don't even want to make profit. So of course they want to give you as much money as possible to look out for you and be nice to you. Also, for you to get 40K from either of these institutions, you need a perfect credit score. How do you get one? rjack.net. Psych! I'm gonna tell you for free right now. New section. Let me tell you about the credit basics right now. You don't have to worry about the credit mix, length of payment history, all these big terms. Just follow this simple 3-step process.
Talk to me.
I guarantee you will have a 750 plus credit score. 1. Get the Discover It secured card. If you don't have $200 to put down for this secure card, go to rjack.net or just text me. I'll help you out. Next, set up automatic payments for this card. Do not ever miss one payment. 3rd, spend $10 a month on this card. Don't spend less because it won't report. 4, wait 6 months. That's it. If you just do these 4 things and don't up, you will have a 750 plus credit score. What if your credit is already up because of student loans, debt, or missed payments? Well, the credit unions still love you because they have something called an internal score. And there's a lot of things you can do to increase that score, like weekly deposits, pledge loans. I explain the whole process in the credit code free preview. I'll show you how to get 10 to 20 bands. Now, let's say you got this 10, 20, or 40,000. You put it into your skill that you're good at, not your failing rap career, and something happened and the business failed. Or let's say you did put it into your failing rap career and you lost all the money. You actually don't have to pay this debt off at all. Step 1, get your actual credit report from Identity IQ. Identity IQ has your actual credit report. Experian and fucking Credit Karma are like the fucking kids version. It's not real. When the bank pulls your credit, that's not what they look at. The Identity IQ style report is. It only costs $1. Next, text it to me and I'll look it over for inaccuracies. Or you can look for the inaccuracies yourself. Now, how do you actually remove the debt? I'm sure you heard about RJack's DIC. It's also known as the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And Section 623 says they're prohibited from furnishing inaccurate information. And every single credit report has tons of inaccuracy. And even if they don't, you can kind of make some up. Text me. What that means is that any small error allows you to not only make them fix that error, but completely remove it off your fucking report. So once you find the inaccuracy, you do what's called a dispute. I'm sure you've heard of that. Psych, you don't do a dispute. When fucking these banks, they're expecting a doggy style already. Switch it up and lay them on their back with their legs behind their head. They're already expecting a dispute, and we've already found inaccuracies on the credit report. But by sending the investigation letter, we're giving them another chance to fuck up, another chance to report another inaccuracy. Now, once we've sent the investigation letter, they have to respond within 30 days. If they don't, they just have to remove it, period. So if they didn't respond in 30 days, they have to wipe it off, and you'll have proof that they didn't respond within 30 days because you sent it with certified mail. But let's say they did respond. If all the information
this nigga low-key talking, chat. Listen, you learning something.
Cool, we move on to the next step. But if it doesn't, now we have another thing to dispute. So we sent the investigation letter, we got them loose, we got them open. We're not gonna waste no time, we're not gonna fumble around. We gonna karate flip their little sexy ass right into doggy style and start going ham with the back shots. I need to call her. That's the dispute. Now, a key step to this, and I share this in the credit code, so y'all are getting some good free sauce. I'm gonna add some extra sauce to the credit code to make up for it. 400. Sorry to
What's
y'all
up,
that paid the
Kimbella?
500. But it's this. Don't stop fucking. We popping credit Viagras out here. We giving these banks Thanos dick. We're fucking for hours. That means keep sending dispute after dispute after dispute after dispute. A lot of people get in this credit game thinking the shit gonna be fast. And it can be. You can remove inquiries in 24 hours. But if you want to get that student loan off, sometimes it takes people 2, 3, 5 disputes. But on that last one, it's gonna come off. They hit it once, it ain't come off. The second time, it ain't come off. But on that last one, it's gonna come off. Oh, yeah. So that's how you never have to pay a debt again in your life. There's a lot more to the process. Learn for paid or free on rjack.net. But that's more than enough to get you started. And if you think that was crazy, I promise you the last one is gonna blow your fucking mind. I don't even think I said what it is yet. But next, condos. You want to get access to any fucking apartment you want, like dead ass, any apartment you want. And the older you are, the more believable it is, but a 20-year-old can get away with it. You can use rent reporters and Rental Karma. I was gonna say BloomPay, it's kind of iffy with them, but I would use all three personally and report whatever previous rental history you want. Nigga, you can edit your credit. Bro, you can edit your credit. This is like inspect elementing your grades. Except instead of it going away when you refresh, you hacked inside the teacher's computer and put whatever the fuck you want on there. Now, a lot of people were using this method to get approved for credit cards, because if you're 20 years old and you have no credit history, that looks bad. You're not even gonna have a score until 6 months. Unfortunately, you have to be at least 20. So these sites help people by allowing them to use their rent payments in the past to report on their credit for positive payment history. Also, don't ever miss a fucking payment, ever. But yeah, if you're under 770, you're fucking up. So boom, now you have 2 years of positive payments. But you could also make shit up and put it on there. It's not illegal because this is not a legal document. Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, the credit bureaus who make your credit score, are not government agencies. Changing information on your credit report is no different than changing your TikTok username.
He's not lying though.
Lying on a financial application,
y'all would get
different.
arrested.
Do so the reason you'll get approved for any apartment is that landlord's gonna see you paying, put whatever you want on there, make it believable. But he's gonna see you paying 7,000-8,000 in rent. If you don't look rich as fuck, put like 5-6. Don't put 7-8. But he's gonna see that big number, and that's gonna make you stand out from all the applicants, because a lot of people have high credit scores. Everyone knows about the credit game now, but a lot less people know about the rent reporting hack, and even less people know how to use it to get approved for nice apartments. If you wanted to, you could set up a crazy play. Get 10 to 20,000 in credit. I told you how to do that for free, and use that 20,000 to get a fucking beach house that costs 10 bands a month, and then just Airbnb it out. If you actually down to do this, let me coach you through it and walk you through it. Already told y'all I would do it if y'all got that TikTok to 100k likes. Comment below if that would be an interesting video to you. Next, cars. I showed you condo, now I show you Lambo. You can get approved for a Lamborghini, Ferrari, any car based on your previous car credit history. Again, just like the method for the apartments. When somebody walks in a Lambo dealership, yeah, a lot of people are gonna have that 800 credit score. What a lot of people are not gonna have is a paid off Lambo on their credit report. Look at this, there are people with 800 credit scores getting denied for cheap ass cars, whereas people with 600 credit scores are getting approved every time for Lambos. It doesn't have to be a Lambo, but just any expensive car on their credit report. Why? Because which indicates a higher probability of being able to pay the loan back? A dude who has a few small credit cards that he's paid on time? Or a dude who literally already paid one back already? It's the second one. Now, how do you edit your credit? How do you put a car loan on your credit report? You can do it with zombie debt, but it's a difficult process and you'll probably get scammed. So I don't recommend that. Instead, data furnishing is the method. Now, this is not gonna be easy to do. You have to literally be someone who works at a car dealership or any type of lending institution. I actually told people to hit me up if they have dealerships, and I check my messages. A lot of people hit me up. I gotta get back to them. And if y'all want me to do a video on that
TK
shit,
locked in, nigga. Life is about finessing the system. You won't know this, but this is what them rich white niggas do. Literally, bro. Everybody in the world be thinking, oh, I gotta do shit by the book, and I gotta do shit the right way. No, nigga. Them niggas do this shit the wrong way and don't get caught. They scam, they finesse, they cook the system, and they run it up. And the only reason why they got niggas thinking that you have to do it the right way is because they think niggas have to stand on moral ground. Fuck these niggas. The same way the banks be fucking niggas wrong. Look at it like this, bro. I've seen banks make mistakes and not correct them unless you say something about it. They'll not correct it, and they'll be like, all right, well, like, that's your problem, nigga. Like, you gotta fucking stop thinking you gotta be a good person to have nice things, bro.
To show you that money's not real. I don't know, get this to 1 million views.
I'm just not trying to go to jail, buddy. So make sure you do it right. Finesse the system the correct way. I don't think you niggas understand the system is extremely finessable because the white people want to finesse it. The niggas in power are trying to finesse the system, so they made it finessable so they can do it. Just a lot of niggas don't know.
I'll pull up in a Lambo. Bribe me with the views, make it worth my time. I'll probably get that shit to one of y'all or something. They're fucking ugly. Anyways, here it is. The final one, the big reveal. Creditception. You can spend your 40,000 on a Hellcat, or you can spend that 40,000 on more money. Creditception. If you didn't know, you can buy aged corporations, and not just like the regular aged corporations like for a couple thousand. These have had their tax returns done since like the 80s and have active bank accounts since like the 80s. Once you show this business to a banker, he's gonna nut in his pants. Now they're expensive. It's gonna cost like 40 bands. Some are like 15, some are like 20, 30. But with these, you can easily get 200,000-300,000 in business funding. And the reason the banks are gonna give this corporation 200,000 to 300,000 is because they don't really look that closely at businesses before funding them. They really only want a few things: age on the business, which these businesses have, money on the tax returns every year, because a lot of aged businesses were like never in use until like a year ago, which looks weird to the banks. These aren't like that. They show consistent income and revenue in the business bank account. It has that as well. Now here's where I'm really about to fuck your head up. Join the credit card, carjack.net. A lot of people say they're giving free sauce. Oh, I shouldn't say this for free. No, I really shouldn't say this for free. What do you do with that 300,000? You can get a lamb truck and rent it out. Payment's gonna be like 3,000 a month. You can make 3,000 a day off it. You don't even have to let anyone drive it. You can make 1,000 to 1,500 a day just doing cameos for a music video, just pulling up and letting the car sit there and letting people sit inside it. You can use it as,
you know, all them IG niggas that be posting like foreigns and shit, and they be like, oh yeah, rent cars with me, all this, How do you think they do this shit? You think them niggas just had it and just bought a foreign? No, bro, they finessing the system, bruh. That's literally what these niggas do, bruh. And they making money off that. All them niggas, like all these niggas on Instagram posting Hellcats and Trackhawks, they're just finessing the system, bro. And they just don't tell nobody. They don't tell nobody they're finessing the system, bro. That's literally it, bro. Making thousands every month. And what they gonna do? Repossess the car? Congratulations.
as a down payment on a very expensive house and flip it. There's a lot of ways to flip $300,000, but you could also spend that whole $300,000 on more businesses. This route is not recommended. I'm not even fucking crazy enough to try it, but if one of y'all is, I would say I'll give you the Porsche, but you're not even gonna want it, but you can still have it. I would do whatever to see this truly happen. If we get enough views on this video, I might just fucking do it. Now, there's a couple extra steps you need to take after buying the business. I don't even have a course on that yet, but yeah, banks would love to fund a business like that. Now, you could start now and wait 10 years to build one, or you could just buy it for that 40 piece. And
spit that mucus out,
video you'll probably watch today, my content has a good chance of actually improving your life. So do yourself and myself a favor and watch all my videos. Turn the bars red at the bottom, text me proof, and I'll send you a free surprise. Goodbye.
Nah, yeah. He be talking though. I ain't gonna lie. Definitely got a sub out of me. I'm not sure people understand how insane this information is. All you need is this video and a business that supplies a higher return rate, and you've successfully leveraged your money that you never even had. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, niggas don't understand, bro. As long as you do it right, oh, nah, I'm out later.
Scum.